Hello and welcome, everyone.
Hello.
To episode 3 of the Roll20 Tales from the Loomp campaign. Loomp.
Father, may I have more loomp?
What?
Tales from the Loomp campaign. It's fine.
I love loomp.
Do you really love Loomp, or are you just saying?
It's going to be today's stream the entire time because I'm like fighting a sickness. I'm getting down with the sickness, one could say. So this is going to be... I even forgot to do this. There we go.
Oh my god! I thought you were on a magical planet somewhere.
I mean, sometimes I am.
I thought Miss Marvel was really there.
All my NPCs are going to talk like this today.
Hello, child.
Do not get down with anyone on stream. You could get down with the sickness on stream.
Ooh,
Right? You can.
Right. I nailed it.
Chew.
Wow.
Oh.
This is your guess.
Oh.
I did not miss any of you. Just kidding.
Yeah. It's been 2 weeks and man, we're really killing it on these intros every time.
I don't know why I'm zoomed in so far on your face for. Are you sitting closer to your camera than usual?
No.
Okay. I don't want to cut off.
I zoomed myself in to match everyone else's. So.
Okay. I fixed it quite a bit, actually. I feel like, sorry about that. I don't know. There you go. Now you're good. You're a little too zoomed in there. Hello and welcome everyone to episode 3 of our Tales from the Loop campaign. Tales from the Crypt. A lot of my titles are very prophetic in a lot of different ways, right? Yeah.
Does that mean we're gonna die? I don't want to die.
Yeah, you're gonna die, and the rest of the campaign you'll be spoopy, scary skeletons.
Ooh,
I
it's
love
October.
your sick accent so much.
I tried and the thing is, I don't like when people say spoop, and I accidentally said it because my nose is plugged, so instead of spooky,
time to be spoop and time to get creepy.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
All right, so everyone in town has allergies, right? Like the cedar trees have kicked up, like something's happened.
Yeah, something like that. For me, it's like I work inside, right? Like I'm here all day, and then I'll go outside. And I went to, for those of you who don't know, I was in LA for work, and I had one day to myself, and I decided to go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. And for me, because I don't go outside all the time, when I go outside and I'm surrounded by people, I almost inevitably get sick.
Yep.
It just happens every convention, every like Disneyland. Last time I went to Disneyland, this happened. Every time I come back and I am sick, and it just never.
But did you get a butterbeer?
I did, and I'm just gonna say this butterbeer is nasty.
No, wait. Did you get? Hang on. Which kind did you get? The soda or did you get the frozen one?
I got the soda.
Frozen one's vastly superior.
Really?
Tastes better.
Because the liquid one tastes like just
liquid
syrup.
one's garbage.
It's
syrup.
way too sweet. So,
However, with Fireball in it, which you can get in the Hogshead, so good. Just pour Fireball in and just.
I was told another hack that I really liked
So
by one of the ladies who worked there. Her and I got to a talking, and she was super sweet to me. And I was like, yeah, I had to come here and get Brownie some butterbeer because she loves it. And I think it tastes like drinking syrup straight out of the pump. It's disgusting. And she was like, I agree with you. And I was like, I don't think you're supposed to. Like, you work at, because she worked at the place. Where is it? The place that they sell the sweets?
There's a bunch. Oh, Honeydukes?
Honeydukes. She worked at Honeydukes. I'm like, you're not supposed to say that. You work at Honeydukes. And she leans over and she's like, what you do is you go to the Three Broomsticks. And you ask them for your butterbeer, and you ask them for it hot, piping hot.
Oh yeah, hot is good
and
too.
And then you ask for black coffee.
Ooh.
And you ask for a small black coffee in a large cup. And then you take the butterbeer and you dump it in your black coffee, and it's delicious. And I did, and it's delicious.
All right, good.
Yeah, it's like drinking a Snickers. It's like caramel, or not even caramel, like butterscotchy. Yeah, it's super duper good. Super duper good. Did you do the Stranger Things thing? I did. I went to the Stranger Things. If you live near LA and you haven't done Halloween Horror Nights, do it.
Or if you're in LA and Bronze just comes through.
Yeah, and it just does good. I was working, okay? Didn't have time to visit.
That's cool.
Like, I had time for Halloween Horror Nights, though. I did have time for that.
I was working. Also, I was 20 minutes away at an event that took all night.
I do sound like an asshole now.
It's fine. If you went with me, you would have had frozen butterbeer and been like, wow, this is amazing.
Damn, I knew I should have invited you. I knew I should. Damn, Austin. Way to fucking call me out.
Yeah, Alex is like, mess her up. Listen, TwitchCon. It's a fight. Roll 20 fight.
Mm-hmm.
2 short hair femmes.
Let's do it. Are you sure? I'm a femme.
2 beige women enter.
I got told a few days ago I have very gay hair. Are you sure it's
yeah, dude? Okay. Yeah, dude.
Right.
We're still femme, but we got really gay hair, both of us. So
yeah, I'll fight you.
Good.
Let's go.
Winner gets a possum.
I'll bring the
Ooh!
I thought you meant like a live possum. I was excited for a second.
I used to have a pet one as a kid.
What?
Oh my gosh. Are
His
you?
name is Pablo, and he'd eat snails, and he'd go.
Oh my God. Austin.
We'll talk about it later.
Austin. Okay, go. Good. You can't do this right now. I need Tom.
What the? Okay, DC, Josh, am I the only one that thinks having a possum as a pet is strange?
I don't think anything is strange.
Hold on. It's not advised because they are wild animals, but if you have to rescue it.
I grew up with a lot of rescue critters. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
My mother had a chance, like, or she had a thing where she just find like baby animals everywhere. We had a gerbil, 2 squirrels, one was a ground squirrel, one's a tree squirrel, possum, iguana, just like anything, really.
Your mother also heavily religious, and you also didn't go to school.
I was homeschooled though. Yep. So
I'm getting closer.
That's all right. Write what you know, you know?
That is a trick of the trade.
Was there any carpentry in your household?
God, no. Okay. My family are freelance communications people.
Was there profound religion?
No, my mom, when she introduced me, she's like, we're homeschooling her, but not like religious homeschool.
We're homeschooling you the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh man, these are always such good little get-togethers at the beginning of every stream.
I am really proud. Also, look,
it's
Bronze
been a while.
was a Meow Killer Chef.
Oh, you got one too? We're gonna be twins. We're gonna be twins next time we hang out. I love it. Looks so good on you.
I'm so tiny though.
We're back after a week break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we deserve.
I feel like my brain has dumped all of the names of the NPCs, so I really hope you took better notes than I did.
Jeremy, Tristan,
Jonathan,
Mom.
What was the teacher's name?
Damn it.
Just make them up. It's fine.
The only one I don't remember is the main, their leader. For some reason, my brain has completely like.
Chat.
Yeah, someone just watched all the VODs.
Yeah. Who watched all the VODs?
And before somebody says anything like, "Oh, Bronze doesn't keep track," listen. Last week I did not take notes, or the week before last, and we haven't done it for a week. So my brain, Chad sounds right.
It can be Chad. I don't think
Chad. I remember Tristan and Jonathan. Tristan is the one with the dark hair. Jonathan is the one with the rat tail.
No, it was
with the southern accent.
His name was is Keith.
Oh, you're right. Like after Kiefer
David,
Sutherland.
Right? No, okay, whichever.
Yeah, it was Keith. And then Jeremy is Clark's friend. So that one was.
Yeah, Jeremy's a good guy.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah,
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that.
All right.
That turn. We're in dire straits.
Yes. Where we last left off, our group. Well, actually, does anybody want to do the recap for me for a luck point?
I did it last time. Does anybody feel brave enough to do it instead?
It's It's been a week-long gap.
I'm trying to remember what happened besides the last bit.
Wall should do it because he has no luck points all the time.
Actually, yeah. Sorry, we're going to put you on the spot just to save our game.
This is like mechanically beneficial right now.
Yeah, like we need you to do
That's
it.
That's accurate. I need to just prep for the recap.
Not to throw you under the bus, but
I must be like the chief of technical difficulties. I'm trying not to like shut down my camera because I saw what happened last time, but my mouse has stopped working.
Is that why you were so quiet during the intro? I was like, is he okay? And you looked a little bit deer in the headlighty. Yeah,
like every time I would move my mouse, it would beep for every like 5 pixels it would move, like this weird like PC noise beep, and then it just stopped. And it's nothing. So like now I'm trying to. Anyway, so last time on Tales from the Loop, yeah. So let's see. Last episode, we had determined we were getting ready to go into the weekend, and the party was supposed to meet up and help fix Jeremy's car, or I essentially create Jeremy's car, because that thing is not. It's not a motor vehicle. It is a shell.
It has a structure
that may have at some point contained an engine. I don't know that we can even guarantee that there's an engine. Anyway, so Jeremy and Peggy and I can't look at the overlay. I can't.
Oh my God, he's stuck.
Yeah. So
Kent.
Yeah. Oh yes. Right. And Clark try to have lunch with Malone or Delta, who really is not trying to have it, but is consistently grilled for not being a team player. So eventually they all come to the conclusion that they're going to meet up together to try and put the stuff together for the car. They meet up the next day, and Delta tries to get out of his feelings a bit by bringing some snacks. Austin.
What is her name?
What is
it?
On the struggle. So Melissa. Yeah. Oh wow! Watch me fall apart. Yeah. So
you're not doing Melissa, a good job for this luck point. Just kidding.
I can't reference anything. So Melissa comes with the group to the junkyard to try and start assembling the car, and they find out that they need seats. So they decide that they're going to go over to. After playing with puddles, they decided that they're going to go down to the scrapyard to try and find some parts that they can bring back to the car. They end up going and exploring, finding a number of different items, as well as a couple of seats that they're going to carry back. And Delta comes up with the idea that maybe we should ask the person who's working up at the front door to drive them back to the dump, because it would be heavy to try and carry these car seats. As they convince him, and he drives the car seats out to the dump. And as the party is walking back to the sort of secret base at the dump, they go past the driver from the scrapyard, who says like, "Oh, I left the seats with some friends of yours who were at the dump." When the party returns to the dump, they find that the folks who they encountered in episode 1 have come back, and they are not pleased. Clark decides to kind of square up with the leader of the leader, Keith, and tries to figure out what they want, and challenges essentially Keith's second to a brawl, which he then apparently breaks the rules of the brawl by utilizing his skateboard as a melee weapon. Everything kind of flies off the handle, and Keith basically brandishes his weapon and says, "You know what? This is all pretty much done. You broke the rules of engagement. We're going. I mean, not that technically, I suppose, but he's like, you broke the rules of the brawl. This is the thing that I want you to do, and and until you do it, we're just going to stay here posted up at your little hiding spot, and we don't know what the thing is yet, but that is the beginning of episode 3, I think."
That was it.
We made a pinky promise.
Oh, that's right.
How could you have forgotten the pinky promise?
We
There
did.
was also, yes.
Wait, what was the pinky promise?
Bronze, you wrote the episode.
That was your title for the episode.
We stick together.
We are friends, and even though this is horrifically not something children should be doing, we're going to do it because we've looked out for each other until now. So we're going to continue looking out for each other, especially Melissa, because she's.
Because we also really needed a mechanic to get Melissa to stay with the group.
I forgot about the pinky song.
You're literally right. You're like, oh god, I wrote this. It was called Pinky Promise.
I gave you a
no. At the end, you're like, I have to force the pinky promise in somehow.
I did. Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock. Well, when did we end on that episode? It was like.
It was yeah.
9:30?
I think we were like,
It was.
On my end, it was 9:30.
Yeah, it was about 6:30 my time. So yes.
Yeah, it was late.
Everyone's lighting had changed.
Yeah. You can't blame me for forgetting some of that stuff because I am notoriously great at taking notes when I'm a player, but notoriously bad at taking notes when I'm a GM. Don't ask me why.
What are notes?
Exactly.
What is note?
I don't like. I normally like as a player, you normally take notes, right?
I just wing it every time, so I'm terrible at it.
You're supposed to take notes, Austin.
I have photographic memory.
it's like Encyclopedia Brown.
You don't write it
Knowing
down.
how to take photos does not count as photographic memory.
That's not knowing how to take photos.
This
Listen,
is
they're
called
two separate
taking a
skills.
selfie.
I have honed.
Okay. Well, if you don't write it down, how do you like photograph it into your memory?
I mean, it's actually a whole thing, but I'm definitely not going to get into it on stream. Like, I don't want to derail us.
Wait, do you actually have a photographic memory?
Yeah, dog. Like, it's actually a thing.
Wait, so you're like barbed wire then, right?
Yo, I am like.
Okay, we're cutting off the episode and we're getting right into this photographic memory jam.
In school, the too long didn't read is like in school, I would draw pictures on my notes instead of actually taking notes because I would remember what the teacher was saying while I was drawing stuff. And like often during like role play streams, I will draw during them. I haven't done it with this one yet, but normally I'll draw during them. And then when I look back at it, I remember everything that's happened.
That's freaking cool.
It's really not helpful when teachers are like, where are your notes? And you're like, well, I drew this hot guy. And that's when you were talking about this quadratic equation. And they're like, okay. I was really good at math too.
That was really cool.
I'm terrible at it now. Just
So-
rolling straight 20s.
Other than having amazing photographic memory, Austin, who are you and where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Austin Marie. I'm a creative and variety streamer here on Twitch.tv, the network owned by Amazon. I play video games. I draw cartoons. I have a webcomic called Soul on Hold. You can find me on Spotify, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and the deep web.
Four, who are you and where can people find you?
Hi, my name is Four. I'm from On the Forefront. And on the Forefront, we do various things like blow our noses. And when we're not doing that, we dress up so prettily, as well as talk about Dungeons and Dragons, Mouse Guard, and I do a podcast called Queers and Quaggoths, where we just, look through the monster manual of 5th edition and be like, how can these monsters be more gay? And we answer that question for you. Because I'm playing a 4th edition game on Sundays. I have been so loaded down with projects. I've been trying to make Animorphs in Blades in the Dark work. I've been trying to make Hollow Knight work in Mouse Guard. So that's just who I am and what I do. And also, Amazon got its minimum wage up, so now they can pay their workers a livable wage. I'm proud of them.
That is legit.
Yay!
Yay!
Be careful and don't take it as an attempt of actually helping people. They want them to not unionize by actually buffing the pay, and then you have nothing to complain about. They're like,
no. This is practically already. No, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Another time then.
That's our special DLC episode.
Tune in for Tales from the Politics.
Tales from the Workforce.
It was just us screaming.
Who are you, and where can people find you?
What's you for?
Wait.
Wall.
Oh, me? I thought I didn't.
I definitely said DC. But I mean,
oh, that's me. I am that.
That is you, yeah.
Sometimes you forget, you know.
It has been.
It's okay. We look kind of similar.
Not in the slightest.
So,
you can find me at Twitter on Dungeon Commander. I am a game designer. I make tabletop RPGs. Currently, I have Mutants in the Night up on early access, and sometime, probably by the end of the month, the full version of the game will be out. So you should go check it. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Go ahead and do something.
I'm so proud.
Finish that game. You can buy it. It's actually, to be quite serious, it's a fucking masterpiece. I'm going to finish my magnum opus and then, buy a little cottage out in Switzerland. Fairly safe place.
No, you want New Zealand.
Yes.
Buckle down with
will buy there.
A nice New Zealand wife.
I can hook that up for you. I'm just saying.
I can be a wife.
I got it tattooed on me. I got contacts.
I can't do that. This is unblemished.
I mean, 4 just offered himself up, so.
A New Zealand bronze.
You got to have one there who already has the visa. Trust me, I've been working on this for so long. Since I was 16 years old, I've wanted a visa there. All right, sorry.
I'll have to talk to my connect after the show.
Oh, Josh. Who are you? Where can people find you?
Hey, I'm Josh. I run a site called IntelliGame. It's a game culture criticism site. I also am notorious for technical difficulties, which are apparently spilling over into this stream. I like to think I'm a decent person, though, or I'm trying really hard lately.
Too real.
Also, this mouse. It's a great mouse. It's just in pain.
Josh, this is supposed to be where you plug your social media and not talk about existential things. Like, I think I'm
how can you not be existential?
If you were to weigh my heart versus a feather on the scales at the door of death, one does not know which would be heavier.
Yep, I am on
Mayhaps
Twitter.
It would be the weight of a feather. Mayhaps it would not.
This is gonna be a banger of a stream. Yeah. We're killing it now.
Oh yeah.
Where are the energy levels? Where are they?
We're doing the work. Like, roll 20% therapy from the loop. Well played.
No.
Well played, chaotic.
Where did they find you, Josh?
Coffee?
I'm on Twitter at Wallstormer. That's it.
Don't you run a website?
I did. I said that already.
Okay.
I said that.
I got lost in the very dark sauce.
We fucked up and didn't do our pronouns as well. So I'm she, her.
I'm a mister.
Yep. He, him.
I'm also a meowster.
They, them.
And I'm that bronze girl.
And together we form
the head of the Voltron. I don't.
We can't even have a whole body. We can only make a head and neck.
Do you think us combined so far from this experience that we could be a functional body together?
Nah, dog.
I'm just imagining the Megazord that would be this group that would just be like, blah.
It would just be constantly falling over.
Right. It's like, and downtown is destroyed.
With me in the middle, just being like, you all suck.
None of us are drift compatible. It's fine. All good.
The torso portion would be me, and it would be the edgy. I'd be like Batman, like it would be like the dark black center, and everyone else would be so wonderful and colorful, and there I would be, the dark black center. And yelling, what are you doing? 4, walk less gay. Austin, walk more gay. We need to be in unison.
It's true.
That would be it. Anyways, hi, hello, I'm that bronze girl, and I'm GMing this dumpster fire that is Tales from the Loop. And by dumpster fire, I mean a literal dumpster fire, because we were just at the dump. So it was less of a mean thing to say and more of just an abject fact. Where we last left our crew, poor Clark was sent off with his tail between his legs, away from his regular haunt, which is literally once again a dumpster. And now he has nowhere to stash his dog. Do you want to say that you did find a place, or did you think of a place where you could keep him, or did you take him home?
Well,
I have questions now.
No, wait. Can you even keep him at your house? Will your parents let him? This is both in character and out of character.
Now, Clark would try and keep this. This is technically Clark's dream, anyways. So Clark definitely took him home.
Okay.
No.
Trying to work some magic.
So that's where we'll pick up this episode.
No.
Before we get too deep, should we do experience now?
Oh, that's right. Because I need actual stats that were.
We can definitely do experience. Let me go ahead and grab it from the book.
Yeah, book.
Because there's like
Good
4
call.
questions I ask you, and then you get experience based off of how you answer these questions. Like how I didn't
Category 1.
it at all.
Video game controversy.
What?
Category 2. I just feel like we should just play Jeopardy for experience.
Man, that video game Jeopardy, I was like, I could make some money, but only here.
I have a very specific set of skills. And if only my mouse could work, I could join.
I've opened another laptop.
Oh.
I want to contribute. I want to be a part of it. I want to be a cool kid.
I'm gonna laugh real hard if that one dies too. I don't want it to. I'm knocking on wood for you, but I'm just.
That would be terrible. That would be terrible.
Also, my hair is insane. I had a wig on today. Apologies to people in the chat. My hair is all over the place, but
I thought it was supposed to.
It's glowing. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there you go.
I don't know if that was an insult or not.
So I don't actually really. I'm not the biggest fan of the way they do experience and Tales from the Loop. So some of these I'll ask you, and some of them I won't, because some of them I think are kind of just not ideal. I almost said something that was super negative. Okay. So you get 1 experience automatically from participating in the session. So everyone will get that 1 experience. And then here's one. Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I would say yes for Clark as well. Melissa, do you think that you got in trouble because of your? I feel like everyone did. Everyone. Last session.
Like everyone
when
got kind of.
Yeah. So I would say so that makes +2 across the board, including the point from the first one. So everyone has at least 2. Did you use or struggle with your pride?
What was the pride again?
It should be on your character sheet. Everyone's
Taking
is different.
care of puddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clark definitely did.
The only reason I'm in this predicament is because I was like, I can build a car with science.
I feel like Melissa definitely used her pride because she was ready to like save some souls.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she used
Delta?
her pride.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So that's +3 for everyone, and then +2 for Delta. And then, did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Was it climbed a tree?
I was
I
gonna say,
convinced-
I was gonna say everybody did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the both of you tried to sneak into the back of the junkyard, which was pretty
True.
risky. And Clark definitely kind of like, threw himself in harm's way. But Josh also didn't leave. So that's +3 +3 around or no, is that +4?
+4.
Yeah, that's 4 around the group and then 3 for Josh.
Josh, do you get
I'm
+1
full on
for doing the recap?
Yes.
I think
gave
that's
I gave him a luck point for that.
Real
one.
quick.
Oh yeah, luck. That's right.
Yeah.
Real quick, when we are full on our experience, we can add 1 point to something, right?
Mhm.
And it's just, is it our attributes or our skills?
Let me double check.
Okay.
me
I'm also resetting my luck and stuff because I
think it's 5 for skills.
Yeah. And then I remember we had this whole conversation about why you would be able to pool experience points. So basically,
I'm full
you
now,
can
so.
increase a skill with 5 experience, and your skills can never go higher than 5, and you can save up to 10.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you can't do anything on attributes, right? It's just skills.
Yeah, no, it's just skills. Your attributes, I think they only go up on your birthday.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to spend 2 of my points then because I'm at 10. So.
Okay. So
I'm
you can level up 2 of your skills for that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Should I say what I'm doing or no?
You can.
I'm
if you
going to
want.
max everything out and hack the game.
Well, that wouldn't
not
that
doing
wouldn't really be hacking. It'd just be cheating.
I like to call it hacking.
Min-max.
Yeah. And then the main one's like
Everyone's
it's only
experience should be
maximum
pretty
5,
full
yeah?
after.
Yeah, I have 8
this
in
one.
total. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
think-
spend 5 to get investigate up to 1 because
Yeah.
the telescope really needs that.
Everyone should have, I think, at least 5 after this episode or after this round of experience, I should say.
Yeah, because I didn't spend any last episode.
I spent 5 to get 1 in move because I think move is important.
Yeah, being able to move is definitely a good.
I put
thing.
1 into sneak and move.
Okay. Peggy, did you level up at all or level up any of your skills?
I leveled up investigate by 1.
Okay. And Delta?
I think I'm going to increase calculate by 1.
Okay. Awesome.
Is there a way to just
Do we have a
increase
calculator?
rolls?
But that was a weird word. Do we have
check my
is
backpack.
one of our good people is one of our people good at calculate?
I
I'm
think
very good
Peggy-
at
I was gonna say,
calculating.
So I don't
Peggy
need that.
is.
Okay.
What is it actually? It's 2.
Mm,
So maybe not very good, but good enough.
well, I'm
Adequate.
decent. I think I'll do comprehend. I'll bring that up to 2.
Yeah, as far as I know, the only way you can increase your attributes is by getting older. There's like a whole mechanic for it. Let me see.
Can
Yeah,
we just
so
do nothing for
all-
a couple years and
all
then come back?
conditions are healed between mysteries. If time has passed and the kid has missed her birthday, she increases an attribute rating by 1 and loses a luck point. A kid who turns 16 moves on in life and stops solving mysteries. And that player pays the new kid, which is actually like super
That's kind of
sad.
sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, you're older now and you don't have fun anymore. So you,
Then you join the mystery team.
yeah, basically. Okay,
Or the army. Either or.
so now that we've distributed our experience points, is everyone ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we open up on Clark's home where he is going into the back, opening up very quietly, opening up the back gate this evening as you all have have gone home from the junkyard. And he tries to sneak Puddles into his backyard, hoping that maybe no one will notice. So we're actually going to start with Clark. Can you give me a sneak check?
Oh no.
Come on, Puddles.
Start with that.
Oh, that looks so cool.
All right.
2 successes.
2 successes. So
That looks so rad.
you do manage to, Puddles does keep us quiet, and you open up the gate, leave Puddles in, over sort of in the corner where the weeds have kind of grown over, and it's a part of the yard that's particularly poorly maintained. There's sort of like a large tree with some cover, and an old outdoor water fixture that you don't really use anymore. You tie up Puddles to that and manage to find, an old box of something or other to maybe leave him some lunch meat in so that he has something to eat. And you take an old tin can and sanding down the edges to make sure it's a little bit softer for him, make sure he doesn't cut himself on it. You leave him some water, and you go inside and rest for the night without anyone knowing what has happened yet. The next morning, you all wake up. Your Sunday went by relatively eventfully, and now it's time to get back to the daily grind of school. You all get ready and sort of start making your way to school, and kind of, as you're going, find yourselves naturally sort of accumulating or forming a group as you walk down the sidewalk. And of course, since Melissa lives only a couple of blocks away from the school, you find yourselves walking past her fence. And you can't help but feel a little bit awkward and sad that she can't join you. Do you say anything to her as she sits in the front yard?
Sup, Squirt?
Hi. Where are you going?
School.
Oh. Why?
That's Jeremy. Yeah, never mind. Peggy, you tell her.
Well, we go to school because, for one, public education is a federal preservance for the common good.
Why go to school?
So I can learn everything.
Okay, but you could just learn out here.
Yeah, but I want No. You need adults to teach you stuff sometimes.
Sometimes the Lord teaches me. He works in mysterious ways. I got tons of knowledge right here.
What if he was trying to give us knowledge through school?
No. Mm-mm.
Well, I'm not going to impress any aliens by reading, old stories about that stuff.
Okay, aliens. Sure. Of course.
You just wait till first contact comes. They're going to want to know if you can calculate algebra.
Oh, hang on. What's that? God says there is no aliens.
And that's where.
Oops.
Who told you that?
God.
How did you hear
God
that?
told me that.
Like,
he talks to me. It's mysterious. Don't worry about it.
that is.
I think that could easily be a UFO projecting telepathic thoughts.
Well, let me ask. Are you a UFO?
They would not tell you that because we are not ready to enter the Galactic Society.
God says no. He says Penny's crazy.
You're both so weird.
Peggy.
Can't wait till we can bioengineer dinosaurs so I can sick one on you. Blech.
I'll fight it. I'll punch it in the face.
Jeremy,
You can't punch a Trudon. It's too tall.
Watch me. I'll run and jump.
We're going to be late because we have to go to school.
Jeremy kind of shakes his head and he's like, yeah, we are going to be late. We should probably set a good example. Right, Clark?
Yeah. Let's go.
Girls, you should learn to get along. You have to stick
Whatever.
together.
Tell her to stop being crazy, maybe. Maybe she stopped saying crazy things. Don't know.
Well, at this point, you see Jeremy kind of like You see his face change a little bit, and he actually kind of kneels down to like make eye contact with you, Melissa. And he says, sometimes people have to believe in things that they need to believe in, and it's okay to respect that. And just like everyone here respects that you believe in something, Melissa, it's okay for Peggy to believe in things that she can't see either. Because just because she can't see him doesn't mean it's not real. And then he gets up and slings his back on his pack and kind of continues sauntering towards school and kind of like pats Peggy on the head.
I'm still going to punch a dinosaur in the face if you stick it after me.
I was just kidding. I would engineer dinosaurs to have sentient intelligence so they could follow laws. We would probably just go to Burger King or something.
Yo, Melissa, by the way.
Yeah?
Puddles is at my house in my backyard. And I can't have him making too much noise. So if you could go to my house and like take him for a walk or something while we're at school so my grandma doesn't see him or hear him.
That really big dog? The big one?
Yeah, but he likes you. You fed him bologna and now like you're best friends forever.
How long of a walk?
Just until he calms down. Like he's probably going to be super hyper, but there's bologna. There's extra bologna that I hid in like a little bag on the left of where we have him. And then, yeah, just take him for a walk and just bring him back when you're done.
This is a test from the Lord, and I will do my best. I will do my best.
Thank you so much. Just take care of him. I don't want my grandma to find out.
He's just so big.
Yeah, but he can protect you against like anything. Everyone's, you know.
Okay. Also, it's a dog.
Big dog.
That's awesome, yo.
It's a big dog.
He's pretty nice.
It's just Puddles. Let him go splash around in some puddles. They'll be happy.
You might need a shower afterwards. He smells a little bit.
Yeah, that dog really needs a bath.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye. And then to catch up with
We're legit going to be late to school.
Well, let's see.
Poor Melissa.
I give her half of my sandwich.
Okay.
That my mom made for me this morning.
Oh.
Before she left.
You're going to share it?
Yeah, I'm going to share it.
Sweet. So you get half of a egg salad sandwich. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to eat it sooner rather than later because come 1 p.m. it's going to smell like a fart sandwich.
Oh yeah, that Ziploc bag, it's going to be like...
Oh. Okay, I'll have it for breakfast.
Sorry.
Poor sick broad.
I know. You all get together and proceed to school. It's relatively uneventful. A couple of you get to your class just in the nick of time. But you all make it. You don't really get in any trouble. The day goes by, all of you kind of looking at the clock, watching the minutes slip by, wondering if there's going to be any fallout from what happened the day before. You kind of get this feeling, especially you, Clark, you remember Keith talking to you about, you owing him now. And as the day kind of comes to a close, you suddenly find yourself feeling like you don't want the day to end because now you don't really have a place to go when you're done. It's in this state that Peggy comes upon you when you and Jeremy are sitting sort of outside on the steps. All the kids are streaming down the stairs and super excited to leave, and you and Jeremy linger for a bit. Jeremy's upset because he doesn't know how he's going to continue working on his car now. You both are kind of in a sort of melancholy state as kind of the realization descends on you that this is going to be a recurring problem. You know, Delta comes down the steps as well. And maybe he joins you. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
He does.
He does. Okay, good. Delta comes down the steps as well and joins you, and Peggy comes out last, having stayed a little bit late to work on a... It's a really loud motorcycle. Yeah. To work on a...
Work on a motorcycle.
Work on a project that she's been working on for the science fair. It's upcoming in a couple weeks here. And as you all sort of like naturally congregate at the steps leading down from the school, you notice someone rushing towards you. But it's not somebody very ominous. In fact, it's someone that Peggy knows very well. In fact, it's Peggy's mentor, the good Dr. Ronnie. And he rushes towards you all. In the meantime, Melissa, can I have you give me a strength or a body check?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, I have to walk the dog. Is it... I'm doing just the attribute for body, or...
You could do force.
Let's do... Okay, yeah. Force would be... Okay, one success.
One success.
Whew. Ooh, my dice are cute colors.
As you come forward, or as a good doctor approaches you, you also see from behind him, running past him, a dirty little child rushing towards you.
She's musky.
With a rope dragging behind her, at the end of which there is no dog, just an empty loop.
No!
And
Tales from the loop?
Yep. And as she runs towards you, tears streaming down her face, you don't even have to ask. You just naturally realize what has happened. The doctor looks a little bit perplexed as she pushes past him, paying him no heed, and sort of bursts into where you kind of have this half circle forming.
Hi.
Did I lose him, or did he?
Oh yeah, you lost him. You lost your force check. You are not strong enough to keep him.
I needed more than 2 to get him, or 2.
You only have 1 success, and you needed 2.
Oh, jeez, he's such a big dog.
He is such a big dog, and you're so tiny.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Melissa, listen.
I failed.
No. I'm gonna like awkwardly pet her on the head.
She's just sort of clump on the ground.
Okay, I sort of like do this little like back pat on the other side, and like it's okay. No, because
he ran.
Of course he ran.
And I didn't want the food, and there was an ice cream truck. And
you should have told her not to take him out.
I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell.
No,
which way? Which way did he go?
That way.
Okay, we can go get him. And he's been a wild dog for a long time. He's fine. Right? He's been living on the street for a long time.
I failed my mission.
I'm not worried about Puddles surviving on his own out there. I'm worried about Keith and his boys. If they see Puddles, they might. Jeremy, you gonna come with me? I'm gonna skate through the whole town.
Yeah. You want to try to get a lead on where he could have gone? You think he just maybe went back to the junkyard?
Hopefully that's the last place that he went.
Well, maybe he went down to the creek. Right? Like you play with him down there a lot.
I have the meat.
I just pulls that little bag of.
Well, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Like he's a dog, right? I mean, he's probably at some sort of like large open space. And
Yeah. Can I ask Dr. Ronald Patterson if he has seen a big dog anywhere?
Yeah. He kind of strides up to you and, kind of still composing himself after being like pushed past by Melissa.
She's strong too.
Yeah, Melissa just pushed past him and like rushed you guys. He's kind of awkwardly been standing right back. Like sort of he's been standing back, not wanting to make you awkward in front of your friends. But yeah, he kind of perks up when he notices you looking up at him. And he's just like, "Oh, yes, Peggy. I was hoping
Hello,
to
Doctor.
talk to you."
Really? I was hoping to talk to you in light of recent events. Have you seen a dog? Like a big dog.
I don't
Running
believe I
around.
have.
Okay.
Did you lose your dog, Peggy? I didn't know you had one.
He's kind of all of our dog. His name is Puddles, and he just sort of exists in town. He was in a junkyard, and
Oh. By my children, have you been taking care of a stray animal? You know those animals could carry diseases. One of you could get seriously sick or injured.
You're more likely to have a disease than Puddles is, weirdo, okay?
I don't.
Well, there's
I
no
don't know
cause
that's
for that
entirely
kind of
true.
attitude.
she sort of leans in and says, "They're delinquents. I'm sorry."
Roll a charisma check.
Okay. Would this be charm as well?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'm scared, so
Oh.
Do you want to
But
use one
very
of your
pretty
luck
dice.
to re-roll that, maybe?
no, I
No.
don't.
Melissa just screams in the background. I failed.
It's okay. We all have setbacks sometimes. And he like
Doctor.
taps her on the shoulder.
Yeah. The doctor shakes his head. And it's just like, maybe it's for the best that it's all in so now before one of you kids got sick or hurt.
Hmm.
You suck. That's my dog.
Hands, Clark.
This is Peggy's anchor.
This is the man I respect.
Clark is Puddles is Clark's pride, and he also
Yeah.
diametrically hates nerds. So and adults. So putting all of this together, Clark is like full punk mode.
Okay. This is not punk justice. This is punk injustice.
This is punk bullying.
Yes.
He kind
As an
of
adult.
shakes his head at Clark. It says, you better keep this attitude on lock when you're around my apprentice. I don't want her picking up any of these bad habits.
All right. Okay. Can we just focus for a second?
Fine.
Like, I get
Yeah.
there's some tension here, but we just really need to find Puddles.
Yeah, and I also need to talk to you sometime, Doctor. There's been some
Well, actually,
incident-
I needed to talk to you.
Really?
Yes. And it's a project I was hoping you could help me on.
Oh my. With what? I'm ready. I'm at your disposal. My mind is an open sea ready to set sail.
He
Or
kind
rather
of-
a boat that's ready to set sail on the open sea.
kind of puts an arm around you and gently kind of turns you away from the rest of the group and leans in and starts to whisper, well, I think I may have finally found concrete evidence regarding the specimen I told you about last week.
It's true.
I believe so. I believe I too have found concrete evidence of an existence of an abominable snowman right here in Galt.
God.
Yes, and I followed, that local nuclear plant. We don't know what goes on in there, what kind of researchers they're doing. I saw them take the specimen and leave the compound with it in their grasp.
This at the nuclear plant?
Not anymore. It was. That's where I tracked it down. Went missing somewhere on their premises. But yesterday I saw a truck leaving there, and I followed that truck all the way to the cemetery. And there I saw them bury it. I saw them bury a large coffin, much too large to be that of a mere man. Clearly, it was that of the abominable snowman I had been tracking, the one and only Skookum, the Sasquatch.
This is phenomenal.
You must bury it up, take photos, and bring evidence to me. You know me with my lame leg. And he kind of points at his,
listen here.
Taps his his limpy leg with his cane.
Dr. Ronnie, listen. I understand that you are a mind that has no precedent in Galt. But I also understand that you are actually really old. Some would call you a geezer. I call you a
I don't know about that.
Geezer!
Do you see these individuals behind me? Every good science team needs laborers. I offer that we, united with these individuals, can get to the bottom of this. Literally the bottom, because it's in a grave.
You think so?
Of course. I'm 11. I can't dig up a grave. These three can. Right.
It would be a fresh one. I saw them. Let me. He sort of brings you in closer. I had been tracking the specimen for several days. Got lost somewhere near the power plant. Disappeared. Its tracks disappeared underneath the wire fence. It's got such a large perimeter. Disappeared around there. When I re-picked up its tracks, they didn't really seem to go anywhere.
Why is it getting close to human installations and structures?
Well, that's the thing. I believe it was drawn there. Have you heard some of the noises that come out of that plant at night?
No, because Mom says I have to be home by 6.
Weird sounds, I tell you. It could be that mayhaps one of these noises imitated that of the Sasquatch's mating sound, and thus it was drawn to the plant and ensnared. I believe that they performed tests on the specimens for a minimum of, a few hours. And then, I'm telling you now, Peggy, I saw them, large coffin, much too large for a man, carrying it in the dead of night. No one does a funeral for someone in the middle of the night. And let me tell you, the size of the coffin was at least wide enough for 4 men. 4 men wide, and about the length of one as well. It had to be the Sasquatch. This is it.
This is it.
This could put you on the map, Peggy. Don't think that you wouldn't get a byline in my article. Now, if you think you can get this group of hoodlums on board, then yes.
They're ready. We are ready. Of course. This is my first step into the scientific community. True, I won a science award. That was great. But this is truth. Secrets.
I have faith in you. He
Thank you.
Pats you on the back and he says, I'll leave you to it then. Then he waves at everyone else as he starts to hobble away.
Mr. Nerd Doctor.
Yes.
We'll help you if you let Puddles stay in your backyard.
Ooh. Okay. You roll your charm, and we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
I don't think that Clark is a charming human being.
Well, you do have a good heart stat, don't you?
Ooh.
My heart's okay.
He raises one eyebrow, and he's like, I can do this, but only on one condition. The dog must... I will provide the dog with its shots, and it must be bathed and groomed.
That doesn't sound so hard.
And you'll have to come by once a day to walk it, because I won't be able to.
Yo, that's perfect.
It's better this way anyway. You really shouldn't be hanging around with a wild animal if it doesn't have its proper shots. Could hurt yourself. But yes, I know you mustn't have a lot of money amongst all of you, so I'll provide for the shots. You clean it, groom it, drop it off in my yard, take it for a walk once a day and clean up after it, and yes, it can stay with me.
Yes. I'll find your snowman, and it's like fall or something. But yeah, snowman, Batman, you're going to help Batman be snowman?
Sasquatch.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Was that a joke?
Amen.
And the good doctor hobbles away. The bright
Bye,
side
Dr.
is,
Patterson. Thank you for this honor.
the good thing is that you do now have a place for Puddles to stay. Yes. One of you will have to make sure you walk him every evening. And yeah.
Don't we still have to find Puddles?
You do.
Except for the fact that we're missing the dog.
Melissa failed her.
Yeah, the whole time that this is like this discussion is happening, Delta's just kind of looking around like, shouldn't we find Puddles though?
I was gonna say, don't ask me how Austin only rolled one success with 7 dice, but yeah, you managed to let the dog get away from her. So you do have to find the dog.
Distracted by an angel.
Since Dr. Ronald Patterson is my anchor, and I have received a tremendous mission from him, can I no longer be scared?
Yes.
I'm full of determination.
Determination.
Did a lot of those go away since the last thing? Because I'm assuming a lot of us were with our anchors.
Yeah, you got to. I think it was what you heal one condition per session. I read it at the beginning, but I don't remember it.
Because yeah, her dad's her anchor, so it's fine. I figured they pray every night.
Yeah.
Papa.
And she was exhausted. I think was the one that I had for Melissa from climbing a tree.
I'll double
That's
check
rough,
it.
yo.
If it's not the rule, then whatever. I'm not one of those people that's gonna worry too much about it.
Once per long rest, you can recover.
All conditions are healed between mysteries.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. So we'll just do anchor stuff if we need to do stuff like between.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I offer that.
And if you ever want to play it out, we can play it out. I know we played out Peggy's last time. I don't really do the long, like, sort of arc mysteries, because usually mystery is like a little bit longer than these sessions are. But in this case, like the last session, I don't know. I think we should just heal them between them, because you guys tend to accrue them very quickly. So yeah.
Cool,
So, yes,
cool.
you can heal them
That works.
between.
Lovely.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
So I think what we can do is I can look for puddles with my telescope and my newly acquired investigate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just put a point in that. Yes.
I did. So I'd like to go to my house, get onto the second floor balcony, and just go wild.
You just want to like just scout. You do get a +1 to it since you're using. Well, that's Clark's character sheet. You do get a +1 to it since you're using your iconic item, or actually a +2. Never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it.
All right. Oh.
Ooh. So while you're like sort of gazing across your, you said your balcony or the second floor of your house?
Yep.
So as you're gazing, through the neighborhood, looking, up and down the street, you don't see the dog, but you do notice a commotion happening a couple of blocks down from your house. There's a few people arguing and a small child crying.
Uh-oh.
Are we all at Peggy's house as well, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah. You guys can totally come to my house. My mom's not home.
It's true. Peggy's mom is never home.
Does her girlfriend have a key?
No, they're not there yet.
Thank God. All right, this is good. Okay. I just tell them not to touch any of her many awards and PhDs. And not to go into my room. Unless they want to see all my dinosaur posters.
Definitely not going in your room then. Also, it is way too nice in here. This is like the size of 2 of my houses on the first floor.
Yeah. As you're all chilling in the living room, you notice that, Peggy's house is pretty nice. You could tell just by looking at it that her mom does do pretty well for herself. You also notice that there's almost like a layer of dust on everything. Things in this house aren't very well used. It's almost like they're purchased and kept in a place and forgotten. When you sit down on the couch, the cushions are not worn in. In fact, it's still super bright and springy. Same thing with the coffee table. Same thing with the TV. The remote still has some of the plastic on it.
My grandma would probably still keep the plastic on this couch.
You know what? We're not going to talk about that because I know exactly. My grandpa was the same way. Grandpa had a 4-year-old couch that had the plastic on it.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Oh, man. Okay. I come down from the balcony and I'm like, think we have an idea on the location of our dog.
Did you find him?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Where is he?
Can we go out and ride? I want to lead them to it. I don't want to tell them.
Ride what?
Like bikes. I use rollerblades because those are nicer, honestly.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Sure, okay. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. And yeah, I would like to blade onward.
Clark's bike does have those pegs on the back that everybody had during the 90s.
Oh, God.
Melissa can stand on the back.
Oh, God.
She wants to.
They are danger pegs.
Yeah.
But yes, she will.
I knew many a kid who got fucked up riding on those pegs.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Very accident prone.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Not good. Not good. Yeah. All right. Melissa does it. Hopefully she doesn't get destroyed.
I hope so.
It'll be all right.
Just don't pop a wheelie with her back there. So you bike the 3 blocks down the road and find 2 adults arguing and a small child crying with, an empty ice cream cone in her hand and ice cream all over her face and down her shirt. And as you get closer, you start to hear snippets of the conversation. And one of the men is saying to the other man, "God damn it, Frank, I told you to keep your goddamn freaking dog in your goddamn freaking yard." And the other man says, "Greg, I'm telling you, Rex was in the yard all freaking day." "No, he's not. You're calling my daughter a liar? You calling her a liar? And he gets up in his face, and the child is just crying the entire time.
We'll go find your dog for you.
And the man says, I'm telling you, the dog is in the yard. The dog's been in the yard all day. And you hear the other man kind of draw himself up once again to his full height. And he's just like, Frank, I know that your dog left on my daughter and knocked the ice cream out of her hand. And I know that it's because you don't put that thing on a chain. And then you hear the other man say, well, Greg, I just don't think it's very humane to keep your dog on a chain all the time. All right? Once in a while, it gets out of the yard. It's just what happens.
God dang it, Greg.
And Frank yells, that's what I'm saying. Your dog nearly knocked the wind out of my poor little Jessie, and now you're lying about it. I'm done with it. Next time I see your dog loose in the freaking goddamn neighborhood, I'm going to call animal control. And you hear, Frank say, well, I'm telling you, though, this time, Greg, it wasn't me. Rex has been in the yard the whole time. Look. And he points, and sure enough, over the white picket fence, you see Rex kind of playing in the backyard, who is also a large brown dog.
Is Rex a boy or a girl dog?
I don't know. Do you look underneath and check?
Yeah.
Like, roll and investigate.
Yeah. Because maybe Puddles wants puppies. I don't know.
Puddles is ready to start a family.
Yeah.
Puddles is ready to settle down.
When a
Has
junkyard
little
dog gets
puddles
to
of
a
their
certain
own.
age and has a certain amount of stability, it just thinks about, what really brings fulfillment to that junkyard.
Oh, my gosh.
Here comes a time in a junkyard dog's life.
Oh, stop!
No, he got a new house.
Here, I have an idea. Peggy,
He's moving up in the
I'm gonna
world.
have
I either want to see if there is a sign of Puddles in this vicinity that he's come here because of this dog, or I'm going to go to the girl and say, where'd this dog go? Because we want to find him.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to have you roll. Roll and investigate.
My new skill coming in.
Points.
I brought my telescope with me.
Did that give you the plus
Actually-
2?
I only have one?
Wait, did you just roll? You rolled empathize there.
Yeah.
Why'd you roll?
Oh, why'd I roll empathize?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god.
Why did you roll empathize?
Well,
Well,
Why is your mind not adding to your roll?
why is my mind not adding?
Yeah, it's got a blank little mark there. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this wouldn't be investigate. This would be like comprehend.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was actually wondering if that was something I could do.
Yeah, of course. Of course. You both can roll for it if you want.
Okay.
Let's see.
I
Jesus.
don't know why some of the stuff.
My
is blank.
comprehend is
Wow.
3.
How did you get 0 out of all the dice you rolled?
I
It did not
You
roll
rolled-
my mind, so I'll just roll.
Why is your mind blank?
Why is my mind blank?
This is strange.
Let me look at this.
Let me try now.
Do you only have one in mind?
Yeah. Okay. Now it works.
Okay.
But I got 0 on every single attempt.
oh no.
Wow. I can't believe Josh got 0 with 7 dice.
Yeah.
it's just I think it's just going to be
That's just
Delta.
your...
Delta is exceptionally incapable. He means well. He just does not.
He's
get
book smart.
So looking
Apparently
around,
not.
you can't make heads or tails of the situation at all, especially over the yelling between the two people. What you do glean is that apparently Greg believes that Frank's dog, who you know, everybody knows Greg and his dog. Greg's dog sometimes has a penchant for getting out of the yard, and he's a little bit of a boisterous dog. The only thing you're able to glean from this scene is that Frank believes that Greg's dog managed to get out of the yard again and knocked over his daughter, knocked the ice cream out of her hand.
maybe
So,
one of you should go talk to that little girl and see which way Puddles went.
What's your charm, Melissa?
I have 1 in charm.
I have 1 in charm as well.
Maybe empathize as well.
What do I have in it?
yeah, what's your heart,
Nothing.
though?
My heart is 3, so I might be able to do this.
4 for heart.
I've got 4 for heart as well.
I think I'm willing to help you.
But my dice are garbage.
But you're cursed.
What age is the little girl? What does she look like? How old?
She looks like she's like 9 years old.
That's not so
Melissa, go. Go.
Comfort
Make-
her.
Ask her which way Puddles went, and don't talk about Jesus.
Wait, could I?
She just hops off the bike and walks over.
Excuse me. Hey!
And she stops crying and kind of looks over at you, a little bit bewildered.
Did Big Dog jump on you?
Yeah, I did. He knocked my ice cream out of my head. He started eating it, and then he went away.
Well, he jumps on me a lot too, and we're trying to get him. Which way did he go?
Roll your charm. Actually, roll your empathize.
Charm would have been better. Oh no.
I want you to take. Since I've been pretty nice
Wait.
today. I haven't been doing conditions. I want you to take the angry condition.
The empathize didn't roll though, did it?
Oh, it's blank.
It's still blank.
Oh no, I have 0 in it.
Oh, so
That's right.
Okay.
I do have
Not that I
zero.
lack empathy.
Yeah.
This is so in character, though.
Yeah.
Fair.
So I need to take the angry condition.
Fine.
And she's just like, no, it's not the same when he jumps on you because you're poor and you don't ever get ice cream.
So I push her. Melissa pushes her automatically.
She pushes you back. She throws her empty cone on the ground and pushes you back.
Melissa starts growling like a wild animal.
Oh my gosh.
Can I
Rolling
go?
up her sleeves like,
All right.
I'm gonna go in and try and settle this a little bit. Just like
Pick her up and figure.
walk in and kind of like separate the two of them, and then see. Can I use my charm to see if I can talk the ice cream girl off the ledge, or do I need to talk Melissa off the ledge first?
You can try to get in between them, and yeah, you could try to maybe convince. Yeah, roll your charm, convince the girl that this isn't worth it.
Yeah, because with her dad right out in the whatever, I don't know.
Melissa's growling.
Perfect.
There we go.
So you lean down, and what do you say to her?
Yeah, so I just get between the two of them. I'm like, hey, it's okay. We're just a little tense right now because we're looking for Puddles, right, Melissa? Melissa,
Yeah.
we're looking for Puddles, right?
We're looking for
Puddles is what's important right now.
She wouldn't tell us.
And that's okay.
She called me poor.
Can you apologize to my friend Melissa? That was kind of uncalled for.
Well, she was yelling at me, y'all.
That's okay. Sometimes people get angry. This is like Delta he's bringing in his like kid whisperer technique. Like it's just like, hey, it's okay. Folks get upset sometimes, but we're looking for our dog. Like if you lost a friend, you'd be upset too, right?
Fine, but I don't like her. She's mean.
I don't like you either.
I don't like you either.
Good.
I don't like you.
So
I'll go to hell.
So hard to keep the character.
So Delta looks back at Melissa and is like, "Be careful. You don't want to send people there, right? You're trying to save.
It's not
people.
my
You're
choice.
trying to
But when they act out,
you want to save people, right?
it is in
Let's
the
stay
Bible.
let's stay
Thou shalt
focused
not be a
on-
butthead.
our mission. I don't think that's actually in there. And so he turns back.
You're a butthead.
So he turns back to the girl and is like, "We're looking for our dog. Can you tell us what direction the dog that ran you over went?"
I don't know. It was really big, and it just knocked me over, and then licked the ice cream out of my cone off the ground and ran off towards the woods.
Towards the woods?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it fairly clear which direction towards the woods is Brown's?
Yeah, it's the woods are to the west of Peggy's house, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I remember because Peggy was surveying the woods from her balcony. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing then that I would know. So I would look back at Peggy and say, "Okay, it sounds like Puddles went towards the woods. Did you see anything over there recently?"
Did I?
You didn't catch anything on your telescope.
Okay.
I say no, I did not.
All right. Well, so I look back at the little girl. What's your name?
Well, you just said my name. No, my name isn't Butthead. Your name is Butthead. Your name is Butthead.
No. Okay. Here, Melissa. I want you to shake hands.
Oh, no. Nuh-uh.
I want to shake her hand. She smells bad. And turns around and tugs on her dad's sleeve and says, "Dad, want to go home." And
Yeah, run home.
her dad takes her by the hand and walks her, across the street. Meanwhile, yelling the entire time, "God damn it, Frank, keep your dog in your yard." And Frank is just like, "I'm telling you, Greg, it wasn't Rex." And they, kind of split their separate ways.
You're kind of a handful. You know that, Melissa?
She started it.
I mean, I respect a person with a mission, but this is a lot. That's a lot.
I am but a vessel.
Let's just go find Puddles.
Okay.
The day that I can get Melissa into punk music is going to be a good day.
Can we just get an album of the Runaways and just give it to her?
All right, let's go find my dog.
Jesus bomb.
Oh no.
Oh, so can I try to? I don't know. The woods is not my forte.
Yeah, but it is mine.
That's true. Why can you superhero us to Puddles?
I think I know this. I will Galt in general pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd be if she pointed in the general direction, I'd probably know which way to go in. That would be relatively easy to access, so we're not tripping over ourselves and whatnot.
True.
Okay.
So yeah, we should head over to the woods. I know this area pretty well, so hopefully we'll be able to keep an ear out. Maybe if we, I don't know, wave some baloney around, maybe that'll get his attention.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool.
So you stash your bikes and your roller skates in Peggy's garage, so that you don't have to worry about trying to navigate.
No, I stomp around in roller skates.
I was gonna say this is
No,
not
I
a
don't.
good idea. So you stash your bikes and Peggy's roller skates in the garage so that you can be a little bit more mobile. And now that it's been a couple hours after school ended, so as dusk falls, you start to make your way off towards the woods to find Puddles. And that's where we're going to take our first break for today. We still have...
Look at you.
I know, right? I actually
Look
remembered
at
to do
you.
it. I know. I deserve an award. And we still have an hour and a half left in the show in today's session.
Wow. Where's Alex? Alex needs to see this
I
happening
know,
right
right?
Alex is
So-
so
proud.
Stretch your legs, get some water, and we will be back in 5.